Carolyn Dube here, and today I'm playing with Picasso's Words, one of my new stencils from over at Stencil Girl Products. Now this stencil is completely made up of words, all quotes from Pablo Picasso. I really love his style. I love the way he saw the world, and so I wanted to capture some of that in a stencil. But I didn't want just a straight word stencil. I wanted something that was more abstract because, well, Picasso kind of did things a little differently too. So I ended up using the words to create a pattern. Now, as I'm pouncing this cosmetic sponge in here with the acrylic paint, you'll see that I haven't gone back to get any more acrylic paint. That's because I had a lot of paint on there to start with, and you'll see how that affects how it looks. So it was much darker on one side, and then it fades out. So depending on how much paint you have, you can get more of a ghosty look with this, or a much bolder look. Now I'm going to go and try and fill in most of this page, and I'm not going to line anything up because if you've seen many of my videos, you know I'm just not that into lining things up or taking the time with precision. And by the way, if you haven't seen a lot of my videos, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can check out more of them. Well, with this, as I'm filling it in, I'm eyeballing about where the other paint is, where else I've stenciled. There might be some overlap, but goodness, no one's going to know, and by the time I'm done, there'll be so many layers on this, it's really not going to matter. Well, now I'm coming in with a second color, and this is kind of a turquoisey, tealy color from PBO, so it's got a little metallic shimmer to it. So that gives it just a slightly different feeling, especially when you're looking at it in person. But since cameras don't exactly pick up the shimmer of things very well, you're just going to have to trust me on that shimmer factor. Well, I've got about the first layer done on this, and right here I thought about stopping. I was like, wow, you know, I really like how this looks. Do I want to stop here? And no, I didn't stop there. I went on with more. So I've got some very, very bright yellow there, and as I'm doing this, as I'm dipping it into the sponge that has blue in it, and there's blue already on the stencil, that paint, so I'm getting this sort of yellow and blue mixing together, giving me some green shades. And green is one of my all-time favorite colors, that bright, lemony, limey green. What I'm building here are all these layers to create a background on this art journal page. What is this art journal page going to become? What is the big plan for this page? I got no idea. No idea whatsoever of what this is going to become. I'm just having fun building the background. When the rest of it's ready to be revealed to me, when my muse lets me know, then I'll go forward with it. But until then, I'm just going to have fun doing this part of it. This is a fairly detailed stencil, and one of the things that I really love about Stencil Girl stencils is that they can get such detail and such fine lines. Because somebody designed this with such little openings compared to some of her other stencils, I shall remain nameless. What that means is on this stencil, I actually do tend to clean this one off a little bit more than I do my other stencils because the smaller openings will fill up with paint faster than something with a large opening. Now, I of course don't want to make my life difficult, so I'm going to make it rather easy. So by having some water right there, as soon as I'm done, I just toss it in the water. I let it soak. You didn't see it, so I soaked for about 5 minutes while I was cleaning up some other stuff. And then as I clean off the stencil, the easiest way for me to do it is I'm holding it flat on the bottom of my tray. And then I'm just gently rubbing my finger over it. That way my finger doesn't catch on any of the design or any of the cutout areas. You can find this stencil and all my others over at Stencil Girl Products. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more of my videos, I would love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to keep in touch and see what happens with this page over time, because who knows when it's going to happen, I'd love it if you subscribe to my newsletter over on my blog. And there's a free video and PDF waiting for you when you sign up. Thanks for being a part of this colorful journey.